A group of senior military officers in Gabon have seized power in the early hours of Wednesday, minutes after the Central African State's election body announced that President Ali Bongo had won a third term.
Risquant de conduire le pays au chaos. Ce jour, 30 août 2023, nous, forces de défense et de sécurité, réunis au sein du Comité pour la transition et la restauration des institutions, CTRI, au nom du peuple gabonais et garant de la protection des institutions, avons décidé de défendre la paix en mettant fin au régime en place. À cet effet, les élections générales du 26 août 2023 ainsi que les résultats tronqués sont annulés. Les frontières sont fermées jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Toutes les institutions de la République sont dissoutes, notamment le gouvernement, le Sénat, l'Assemblée nationale, la Cour constitutionnelle, le Conseil économique, social et environnemental, le Conseil gabonais des élections. Nous appelons la population, les populations, les communautés des pays frères installés au Gabon, ainsi que les Gabonais de la diaspora, au calme et à la sérénité. Une tendance irresponsable, imprévisible, qui se traduit par une dégradation
The officers said on television channel Gabon 24 that they represented all Gabonese security and defense forces. They said the election results were cancelled, all borders were closed until further notice, and state institutions were dissolved. There was no immediate comment from the government of Gabon, which is a member of the oil producer group OPEC, and there were no immediate reports on the whereabouts of Bongo, who was last seen in public casting his vote in the French Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne said France, Gabon's former colonial ruler, was following the situation closely. If successful, the coup would be the 8th in West and Central Africa since 2020. The latest one, in Niger, was in July. Military officers have also seized power in Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso and Chad. Niger and other Sahel countries have been battling Islamist insurgencies that have eroded faith in democratic governments. Gabon, which lies further south on the Atlantic coast, is not facing the same challenges, but a coup would suggest a further sign of democratic backsliding in a volatile region. Bongo's family has ruled the oil-producing but poor nation for 56 years. His detractors say he has done little to channel its oil and other wealth towards the population of some 2.3 million people, a third of whom live in poverty. Today the country is undergoing a severe institutional, political, economic, and social crisis, the officers said in a statement, saying the August 26 election lacked transparency and credibility. In the name of the Gabonese people, we have decided to defend the peace by putting an end to the current regime, they said. One officer read the joint statement, surrounded by a dozen or so others in military fatigues and berets. The servicemen introduced themselves as members of the Committee of Transition and the Restoration of Institutions. However, the people of Gabon have taken over the streets to celebrate the takeover of the government by the military.
Tout part de la démocratie. C'est un plan dans le sang. C'est un plan dans le sang.
Oui. Tout à l'heure, le groupe fera continuer. Vous allez travailler protéger ce que vous avez. Parce qu'il y a certains qui sont téléclassés. Vous allez faire des achats de pouvoir. Regardez ce qui se passe chez les autres. Regardez en Libye. La Libye, c'était l'un des meilleurs pays en Afrique. Le monde même, regardez. Aujourd'hui, c'est difficile. Nous, on est devenu meilleurs que. Donc, préserver ce que nous avons. Bon, préservons ce que nous avons.
Merci à vous. Merci pour la libération.
This is a similar situation to what happened in Niger. Africans are rising up to take over their countries from the hands of the corrupt politicians that has been ruling them since independence. The state institutions they declared dissolved included the government, the Senate, the National Assembly, the Constitutional Court and the election body.